Hey guys, we're back in the garage. It's been a while since I posted anything, and who knows if I'm going to get this posted, but I'm at work on a video right now and we'll see how it goes. Today is going to be something totally different. We are going to be working on a 2020 X5 front control arms. BMW. No idea. My son's car, so we're going to work on that today. So, yep, there's 4 of them. 2 per side, and they are marked left and right, so there shouldn't be any confusion if you guys have any need to do this for somebody. But which is crazy because I would have never thought I'd been doing anything to a BMW, but my son he likes the BMWs, so here we are. We got one, but I believe he said it was an X5 2020. He went into the shop a couple months ago, and what happened is the reason why we're changing these out is because I'm not sure exactly myself, but inside these, I guess there's fluid, hydraulic fluid possibly. I'm not sure the definition of this. It's all new to me because it ain't a control arm like a old Chevy. So anyway, I believe there's hydraulic fluid in here, or fluids in here, to keep this bushing where it's supposed to be. So on his, it's certain to leak. So we do have spots on the driveway, and they did a video when they showed him when it was in the shop last time for an oil change, and they actually showed him where it was dripping from. So these have got some sort of fluid in them to keep them stable. So that's a little crazy, but that's what it is. So anyway, we're going to change out all 4 of these. 1, it'll help the drip, and 2, it'll help the ride because he says he noticed it. Let's walk out here and show you what we got. Alright, so this is what we got right now. So we got it underneath the carport. Of course, we do everything outside, so why not? Because I didn't want to move everything inside or change everything around, but I still had to move 2 vehicles out of the way. But whatever, that's another day. Anyway, this is what we got. We're going to get one side up at a time, and as soon as we touched it and lifted it off the ground, the alarm went off on it. It's got a tilt alarm on it, so it's buzzed just like you was setting the alarm on it. And like, what in the heck is this crap? So anyway, we ran into that already. So now we're just trying to get this other side up. And then I'll try and update you as we go through this. But we're going to get started on this one side. And then we'll, I guess, update you as we go. So on this, we got a center jack point underneath the front of it. And then underneath the sides of it, it's got different jack points. So we're going to put the jack stands under here. See it if I can get down there. Anyway, right there. I don't know where we're supposed to put them, but there's a lot of plastic under this thing, so we got to remove half of it to get to what we need to get to. So center jack point is there, and then we're gonna put the jack stands underneath that. Now, trying to get YouTube certified on this, we watch a few videos of it, of course, and they've got lifts. So, well, I guess if you have a BMW, you probably have a lift too, where you're taking it to the shop. Well, we do a lot of our work right here in the driveway, so that's what we're doing. So here we are, just taking these wheels off. It's a 17 millimeter. As you can tell, these are actually bolts too, which is a little odd for my knowledge, because I mean I've seen them before, but it's just they're bolts, not lug nuts. So this is what you got on one of these fancy things. So anyway, we got the front wheel off. There's that. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to take off. I guess while I'm here, let's get down underneath this. So we're going to do the lower control arms. So this one is coming off, and this one is coming off. So I don't think it's going to be too bad, but we'll see what happens. We got to take all this plastic off to get to it, the bolts that are up in here. And then we got to take the center hub loose so we can get the axle moved out of the way and get it back. And then we can get to the bolts a little bit easier. But we got star bits we got 24 millimeter bolts to take out. What else? Some of the videos show a weight on here. We do not have a weighted control arm. So now we're just going to focus on getting all this plastic off here, and then we'll get going on the rest of this. See how long it takes us to get this done. All right, so what we got going on here is they say to take this off, which our parts, that's a 17 millimeter Allen head bolt. So you look at this, it's kind of goofy looking, but we've got another one to put back in it. All the hardware came with this kit that my son ordered. It's got an O-ring on here so it doesn't leak out fluid, I guess. I'm not for sure what the whole idea with that is, but when we pulled it apart, that O-ring was at the top of the thread. And the new one, the O-ring just floats back and forth, so not for sure if that's how it works or not. But anyway, that's where we're at with this. So anyway, one more step closer to having something apart. All right, so this is what we got now. We got the covers all off the front. We still have this one to get off, but we'll get that one when we get to that side. And then we got this side. And we got all of it done. Well, it's not done, but it's apart. So you can see right here where it's leaking. This is kind of why we're changing these out. So you can see it. Let me back up. There you go. So it's kind of leaking out of there. So we change that out. So we're going to take this bolt here out. And then this bolt that's up in here out. We got to take this plate off to get to this bolt up in here. And then we'll put it back together. And once we get that one back together, then we will take this bottom one out. And it's the same thing. Got this bolt here on the bottom. I'm going to take this sway bar link loose, and then up in there. And then, of course, on the other side, hopefully it's got a bolt on it. Or a nut on there that we don't have to get to. But that's it. We'll get this one done first, then we'll get to this one. All right, not a very good picture here, but let me show you what we have to do as well. So, sorry, this is all over the place. Anyway, this bracket right here is, let me see if I can put it back up in here because I didn't take a picture of this before. So this goes up inside your frame like that. All right. So there's 4 18 millimeter bolts that hold that in there. As you can tell, there is oil on it as well. So once you get those out, then it comes right, well, one-handed here. It comes right out. So with that bracket in there, you can't not get to this bolt. So what they've done is, from the factory, of course, is they machined that out so that slides right over the top of that bolt, which is kind of cool because if that nut sleeve off the back side of this ever comes loose, that bolt is not coming out of that control arm. So it kind of goes, up here like so. It goes into the frame, and then that just goes right over the top of it like so. And that's it. So that explains why this kit also offers these new bolts. So we got new bolts for everything on this thing. It is a little different, crazy looking bolt too. There's a couple of those on here. I don't know if you can see that really good, but they're like a star head. All right, so here's where we're at with this project. All right, this has got a funky bolt. Kind of looks like a star that goes through up here. Get that focus in for you. There we go. All right, that goes through here. That holds this in here. All right, and then on the back side of that nut, we have this. So that way it keeps it from spinning. You don't have to put anything on it, or we didn't anyway. You don't have to put nothing on it. And the kit we've got also has these in it to replace it. And I don't think the kit has got a bolt like this. I have to double check. But that's that. So we got that side down. And then we've already got this one done. So this thing here, once we get that axle shaft out, we have to pull it out and push it back. And this should pop right out of here. But we got to get the axle shaft out. So that's our next goal, is to get that done. And then we're about ready to go back together with this one at least, which is crazy because there's 2 on each side. Anyway, that's where we're at. Oh yes, to get this off, I don't have a special tool for that. I don't know if there is one, I'm assuming so. But what we used was a 15 millimeter deep welt to knock that out, and it came right off. So, and it doesn't look like there's too much damage to the top of that. I mean, it's a little shiny, but I mean, you can get a good bite on that again if you have to. Like I said, I don't think we'll have to use this. I think we got another one in the kit. So, all right, so that's where we're at. We'll get that half shaft out of here. We'll get this one out. We'll reinstall the next one, or this one, I guess. All right, so here we go. We got the new one out. Sorry, we got the new one ready to go in. We got the old one out, but you can see with this oil that's in this bushing, it's filled. And you can see where it's cracked up. Well, maybe not, but it's cracked up in there pretty good. And then that oil from in there just ran down the side of it. So you can definitely tell the difference. But we got a new one here. We're ready to go back in with it. So there is a different design a little bit with it. You really can't see much, but this almost looks like a solid bushing. This one's got, I'm not really sure. It's a little different design though, for sure. I don't know if the other side shows anything different or not. Not really a good picture of it, guys, but that's what we got. But yeah, that's a pretty solid. Definitely a difference, and you can see there's, well, you can't, but there's a crack in there around that bushing, around that sleeve. So, looks like we're ready to put her back together. We'll have 1 out of 4 done. Alright guys, it's getting dark and a storm just rolled in. Thankfully we're underneath the carport in the driveway. But let's go over what we got going on here. Now, Son's already got the guards put on, the plastic crap put back on underneath of this thing on this side. We got everything here torqued down, Newton meters on everything, and it wasn't too bad of a job. Just time consuming just because of the different bolt sizes and not used to it. It's not a 5/8 and a 9/16 and a 1/2 inch. So, but anyway, everything else is torqued down. Everything's ready to go. We're gonna put this wheel back on here. We'll be done with this side. Now, I don't know how long it's actually taken us to do this, but I'm not too concerned about how long, but it's looking pretty good. I'm surprised. Miscellaneous bunch of tools we got right there. But other than that, it's wasn't too bad of a job so far. Like I said, I've not done much on this. My son's done pretty much everything on here. I've just been here for a little guidance and assistance with stuff. And then pretty much that's where we're at with it. So let me show you what we got for the other one. So they're both, the old ones are laying out here on the ground. And this one, this is the same way. You can see the oil coming out of the bushing on here. So anyway, that's where we're at. Another thing we did notice though too is this one right here. This ball joint just flops around. The other one was really stiff. So I do not feel bad that we have to change that out and finding that being bad wrong, or being bad too. So anyway, there's 2 out. I'm getting ready to put the next ones in. Alright guys, this is what we got after we got them all off there. Now if you look at these, they're all leaking. And if you look at one of them, which one is it? There. So that one I just rolled over, and whatever fluid is in there is what's leaking out of it. I don't know if that's hydraulic fluid or if it's more of a an oil. But anyway, there you go. That's why we took them off, because all these stains on here, because they're leaking down the sides of them. So that's what we got. So we got it on the ground right now.